I'm Matt Richards and I'm competing in the 100 metre freestyle at the Tokyo Olympics. I've got an interesting, a cool story for that one. So when I was 5 years old, I was on holiday in Tenerife with my mum and dad. So I'm an only child, so it was just the three of us. And mum and dad were sort of sat by the pool at this hotel, and mum was reading a book and dad was sunbathing, and I was, I had my armbands on. And I was just paddling around in the shallow end just right in front of them. And I don't remember any of this, but my mum and dad remember it vividly, and they've told me quite a few times. So apparently I just sort of looked around the pool, and I was like, I'm the only one wearing armbands. And there was a load of other kids in the pool, but they were all sort of 11, 12, 13. And so apparently I literally hopped out the pool and I went over to mum and dad, and I was like, no one else is wearing these, as I was taking them off, and I put them on the floor, and then I just took off and run down the poolside. And so mum and dad were like, what's he doing? And then apparently I just hopped straight into the deep end as if nothing was going on. And obviously my mum and dad were like having a heart attack, so my dad ran after me and jumped in, and that was my first time really just being in the water and that feeling of just being free. So when I jumped in that pool, like I said, I don't remember it, but from then onwards, that was when I really fell in love with water. So for the rest of the holiday, I didn't want to do anything other than just be in the pool with no armbands on, just be in the pool. And me and dad spent God knows how many hours in the pool, just flapping around, not swimming, because I had no idea how to swim. I was just making shapes in the water, really. But then when we got back from that holiday, mum and dad were like, do you want to have some lessons, do you want to learn to swim? And I was like, absolutely. So I played a lot of rugby when I was younger, did a bit of taekwondo as well. So I've always just loved sports. It's always been just something that I've really enjoyed. It's been sort of, for whatever reason, it's just been my sort of calling in life. And I did lots of different sports when I was younger, and swimming was just the one that I enjoyed the most. I just loved it. I enjoyed all the sports, but every time it came back to swimming was the one I looked forward to going to the most. And I can't remember how old I would have been, but there came a point where it was like, right, well, I need to decide now, because things are starting to clash. I've got schoolwork to do. I need to decide which route I want to take here. Do I want to go down the swimming route, or the rugby route, or the taekwondo route, or whatever else? And that was where I was like, right, well, swimming's the one I love the most, and so that's the one I'm going to go with, and I'll see where it takes me. And that was where I really sort of prioritised the swimming.